They think a lot of this Coda.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple exciting ones in here for sure, but man, all the way up and down. This
Sideritas.
Cerritos.
Cerritos.
Yep.
Cerritos. Cerritos. What were you saying?
So there's exciting matchups all the way up and down this lineup. To be honest.
Yeah. So Tyler's not. Well, Matton's going at 41, not Consiglia.
Okay. 2 minutes. All right. Super helpful. And we're live from Burnham Pavilion. My name is Chris Fitzgerald. I'm alongside the Hall of Famer, Brahman Creighton. It's Cal Poly and Stanford, and we are getting started at $184. They slap hands, and off we go.
Super exciting match tonight, Chris. Right now we have Mark Ayala from St. John Bosco. He's facing Abe Wojciechowski. Abe has come on strong as of late. He's got some good victories.
Good single on the outside, looking for the trip. Leg elevated. And playing the high hop game here.
Wojciechowski's fighting those hands. He wants to get his foot back down to the mat. He might look to kick out here. This weight class was supposed to feature Cesar Garza for Cal Poly. He was Big 12, Pac-12 Wrestler of the Week last week. Had a really strong run at the Midlands. Cesar was the California State Champion. Mark Ayala, the state placer.
Brahman, we talked about it late in the season, which we are now very much in that position.
Okay, there's a roll. Nice job passing the leg. Got to watch his knee there. Referee stops it.
And behind the head, we'll reset.
Lots of California ties in this match tonight. Both lineups. Poway High School well represented.
Down in the San Diego area, and then a couple homegrown products, Morro Bay and Slow.
This is one of Cal Poly's best opportunities to win at 184 here tonight. Nice shot by Wojciechowski.
Low single with pretty good speed. That was in fifth gear. Should turn into points here.
Should. That's three. He's got the far ankle. That's three.
quick to work, looking for a turn.
Abe is just really solid, really solid. He's been getting better and better. Coaches are really proud of his progress.
Spiral ride with control of the grips. He might be a little high here, Brahman.
Yeah, definitely high. He's going to let him go. 3-1. 44 seconds left in the first.
So again, starting at 84. Couple compelling matchups, and we circled this one, but just trying to get to this point in the season healthy, Brahman, is really the key consideration for both these programs.
Absolutely. A lot of these Division I coaches are doing what they call load management, similar to NBA basketball.
Turn that chin strap into just an old school shot, and there it is. There's
nice
the 3.
3 points.
With 14 seconds left to go, first stanza.
Coach Ayers was really excited about this match as an opportunity for Abe Wojciechowski to get out and get a quality win. We were thinking he was going to wrestle Cesar Garza. Mark Ayala, tough competitor from St. John Bosco.
On to the second we go. 6-1 the score. Abe well in control, and he'll start down. Referee position.
Cal Poly head coach John Cerritos, he talked about, the only thing that really matters is the third week in March. So he didn't have a problem sitting Cesar out tonight.
Couple of, as we're 7-1 now with the stand-up, couple of, I guess, ideological shifts in college wrestling that maybe were ushered in by things like NIL becoming a thing. Everyone's now planning for that kind of March setup. And it didn't used to always be that way. People used to treat week 1 like week 10. It just is one of those things that shifted, certainly in my lifetime and definitely in yours, Brahman.
Yeah, I think the duel has taken less importance, even though I don't think it should. This is the most user-friendly way for wrestling fans to enjoy wrestling without going to a tournament all day.
I mean, in accordance with that, it's a pretty good crowd. They're still filtering in. This is the first matchup here this evening between Cal Poly and Stanford as they work to the center of the block S. Abe's got a real low stance when he wants to, and he kind of switches gears on his shots. He down blocked pretty well there.
Sprawling now. He's got a lock in the crotch. He let himself get lifted. Mark Ayala in this waterfall position. You don't want to let your legs get split. He wants to get 2 legs on the same side. Ayala needs to just turn his hips. Nice stalemate by Abe.
Managed to avoid the kind of conventional Turk setup and work into a little bit of a funk there. 33 seconds to go.
When they get in on your legs like that, you got to slide down so you don't get lifted.
Ended up sagging his weight pretty well. There's a good down block, and reshot looks good.
Nice reshot off of that chest-to-chest position.
With 18 seconds left to go, there's the 3. Almost got back points there as well.
He's going to kill this period on top. 10-1.
Very aware wrestling to check the clock, and they're just going to bleed it out here. Heading to the third here, Brahman. Anything you like, don't like so far?
Well, I just think it's great for the Cardinal that we're probably going to get a major decision here, get some bonus points. This is a match that could have went either way if Cesar was out there.
Certainly looking like easy work. Two-thirds of the way through.
Abe looks like he's just continuing to get better. This is helping his confidence. Going to make him a tough out at the Pac-12 tournament.
And in terms of energy expended, he looks quite fresh.
Or I should say the ACC tournament for Stanford.
Right. It's no matter how many years go by, it's going to be tough for me to say that. Old habits die hard.
Okay. Ayala on the attack with a left-handed single leg there. Stood up with the leg.
He elevates the leg well, but it's the hand fighting where he runs into trouble here.
Well, he can't go back down to the mat once you got the leg up. When he went down to the mat, it gave Abe an opportunity to do what he's doing, which is leg pass and scramble.
It wasn't the smoothest leg pass, but he caught the shoelaces, so he really was in no danger there, to my eye.
See Ayala give a little hand clap to himself, responding to the coaches. That's a positive sign.
8 points the difference here, $1:15 to go in the third. Major decision territory for the Cardinal.
Abe does a good job staying right in the middle of the mat, holding his ground.
Wrestling from center, very few steps back, and we're back into that kind of familiar position we were in a moment ago.
Yeah, again, he was just a half a beat late to getting off the guy's shoulders before he gets lifted here. This is not where you want to be. If Ayala had a little bit more awareness here, he could easily turn. Well, I don't know about easily, but he can turn and get those points.
Well, he was looking for it.
He should turn his knee up and drive forward. See, the fact that his knee's down, his hip won't allow him to turn back in. We're neutral.
Strong gable grip on the shoelaces. That looked like it was a stalemate waiting to happen. 35 seconds left to go.
So right now, Wojciechowski has a major locked up as long as he doesn't give up any more points
and
or a takedown.
With that in mind, he took his first real step back and then hit a nice sprawl there. First step back of the match, and here he's got a spin behind. It looks like he's well on his way to doing that. Steps over. Nice
Really
move.
nice. I love that move. I call it go the other way. Just sort of sits on his opponent, twists, and goes the other way. The foot slips right out of the guy's hands.
So as time expires, 14-2 is going to be your final. It was 94 seconds of total riding time, and it's a major decision to get this thing started for the Cardinal.
Really nice win.
So 4 on the board for the card.
All right, this is a big match here. 2 California products going at it. Posada was a 2-time state champion for Poway. Wesley Wilson wrestled for Morro Bay. 184 as a senior. Nice. Anthony Posada so quick.
Clean shot.
Low single, clean finish.
He taxied the right hand way up high and was able to create pressure, now looking for a turn.
Got that rolling half. He's in position right now to score some back points.
Kind of just big brothering him in the early going, 30 seconds in.
And Wesley Wilson's a big guy, even for 197. I got a chance to watch him quite a bit in high school as my son wrestled him twice their senior year. I actually beat Wesley Wilson in the blood round at state to place. It's really good matches. Posada cuts him, intentional release. He's looking to be real aggressive. Over tie snap. I love that shot.
Wrestling on the edge, just caught the knee and was behind easily.
Almost like a cross step, low single, swing single, hybrid shot.
6 on the board already here in the early going. Just about 2 minutes left to go. And across a minute of riding time for the Cardinal here.
Stanford coaching staff's really high on Posada.
I mean, they should be. Wrestling on the edge, you mentioned that kind of swing single looking shot, it's just so fast.
Angelo's already ranked 14th in the country, which is outstanding for a true freshman.
And he looks on top like he is just air traffic control. He looks like he is absolutely dictating the pace of play as he goes for a kind of a traditional suck back there. Just to change the angle, perhaps. 2-on-1 with the hands, cuts it.
And usually mat wrestling is one of the slowest places for freshmen to progress, and he's come in really ready to wrestle at the highest level. Says a lot about his high school program and high school coaches.
Grape finds the left leg. Looking to tee off here and create a little bit of a weight distribution to maybe get a turn, connect the hands. It's going to be tough to connect the hands in this position. 50 to go in the first period.
Well, Wesley Wilson's about 6'4",
yeah.
So it's hard to get to the end of this guy.
Both of these guys are far from vertically challenged, and you don't necessarily get that look in the practice room every day. 47 seconds to go. It's going to be over 2 minutes of riding time here. Nope, optional start, so.
Thinks he can get another takedown with 40 seconds. That's plenty of time.
4 points the difference in this one, looking to end up in major decision land again. Reshot. Oh, man, that was not even set up that clean, but it became an easy takedown.
He's looking to the corner to see if he wants to get another one. Coaches tell him to stay on top.
Like a pool player setting up his next shot, he kind of set up the takedown such that he could just glance over at his coaching staff.
Yeah, he's really coachable as well.
You see it when he's on top, head up, looking around, understanding where he is on the mat as we got 5 seconds left here in the first. 7 points the difference, and he's just going to ride out on top. Brahman, is this what you expected from this second match of the evening?
Well, Anthony Posadas, he's so well coached, and he's had so many great matches. Now these freshmen, the water level is just raised for the freshmen coming in. They're so much more prepared than they were in previous years.
And he looks like he's just having a casual Saturday stroll, just Cadillacing it around the
that shot's
circle.
there all day. That little cross.
Head inside.
Like knee pull, single leg.
Head inside, cups at the ankle, pushes on the knee. This is going to be points almost for sure.
Well, Wesley's in the crotch. If he was able to scoop, but see Angelo block that knee.
Oh,
now he's back into a crackdown, conventional crackdown position.
Yeah, I spoke too soon.
Well, that's the problem when you wrestle a wrestler with as much leverage as Wesley Wilson has.
Right.
He can get to your crotch and stymie you from getting your points.
Yeah, he's got the hands connected and kind of an easy gable grip position to just stall out. And that's what happened. So a minute 15 to go. It's still a 7-point difference.
Angelo's going to want to, Posada is going to want to finish quickly in this match to keep from getting stalemated.
That last shot was maybe the first time we'd seen him truly get stalemated. Here he turns to his side, cups the ankle, maybe a different look. So cerebral. He's really thinking it through here.
Oh, yeah. He's a smart wrestler. I noticed him the first day he came into the program. Who is that guy? He's fun to watch in the wrestling room.
All the momentum going downhill for him, and exactly what you would draw up, I think, if you're the Stanford staff here. 37 seconds to go in the second, and 9-2 is the score. Neutral was the choice to start the round, and we've been neutral basically this whole way.
30 seconds left in this period. Angelo wants to get another takedown here.
It's about 2.5 minutes of riding time, so no real sweat there for the Cardinal. But another takedown would be nice here with 18 seconds to go in that second. That shot.
Right-handed single leg. He stands up with the leg.
Oh,
great job sweeping it to the inside, collecting both legs. 3 points.
First time he's really shown that look as the period expires here. But Brahman, he didn't go all the way down to the ankle. He just kind of spun at the knee.
Almost like he cut him back.
Yeah.
Cut him back to his butt. But you can tell how savvy Angelo or Posada is because he's scoring at the end of the period.
Yep.
He's recognizing, hey, I can get one now and I can take him down and make it a 3-point takedown as opposed to a 1-point takedown if he gets away with time left in the period.
Here he's on the bottom. It's a 10-point difference, so major decision land for the Cardinal here.
It's nice to see a freshman go down and not be scared of the bottom position, even if you are up by 10 points or more.
Fighting hands with hands. Good little back trip. Good mat return.
Was that point for locked hands? What was that point for? He just gave a point to
it is 13-2. You're right. It must have been a clasp, right? How could it have not been?
Well, they were on their feet, so if he gets to his feet, he can lock his hands.
Yeah, but he had a knee down initially. I didn't see the call, but it's kind of
either.
But no one said free move. No one said anything like that. It's just, what else could it have been? There was no stall, as they were both very active. So, Brahman, what else could I have missed?
It could have been a stall if Wesley had a stalling warning already.
But he didn't.
But he did not.
Unless we're watching a different matchup here, Brahman. We get the best view in the house. We paid good money for these seats.
Angelo should grab the far leg and use his hips to break that lock. We're neutral.
Or benefit from a whistle there. Again, a dozen points separates these two wrestlers. So
Minute
that
left in this period. We already got the major.
Yeah, whatever that phantom call was, which I'm just pontificating was a clasp call, didn't really matter
Nice.
here. Oh, good shot.
Almost every score has been, except for the first one, has been a reshot of some sort.
Yep.
And that's a tech fall.
Yep.
Very nice.
That's a big one for Stanford.
I said Wesley Wilson's not easy to wrestle. His size and length presents a lot of problems. Angelo took him out, no problem.
So the 5-point play for Stanford, and they're pitching a shutout through 2 so far.
Okay, we're taking a break.
Well, you could not have drawn it up any better for the Cardinal, at least through 2 here, Brahman.
Yeah, the Cardinals looking really good, starting out. Now we're up at heavyweight. Cal Poly brought 3 97-pounders to the match. They don't have a true heavyweight, and it's okay because Stanford doesn't really have a true heavyweight either. Both of these guys are undersized for the heavyweight weight class. Both of them just over 210 pounds.
It's an interesting wrinkle such that you're at almost a catch weight.
Right. Luke Duffy, he had a couple tough matches as of late. Wrestled Isaac Trumbull, NC State at the last duel. Isaac Trumbull ranked number 2 in the country.
Well, that didn't have to be called points, but it was on the swing single that just barely clipped a knee on the mat and I guess a palm on the mat in time.
Nice
and
shot.
That's a cleaner
Nice
3
shot.
points.
Shot a head inside single leg and cut him back to his butt. Clean finish.
It's been cruise control so far for the Cardinal.
Duffy needs a win like this. Get his confidence up.
You mentioned, Brahman, this is as close to a catch weight as you're ever going to see on the NCAA circuit, especially at the D1 level. But it's kind of fun. I mean, these guys are moving well. And
well, at least it's a fair match.
Yep. Couple of nuanced, different look shots so far for Duffy. Wrestling at the center of the S.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to take that high crotch again. There it is. Got his hands locked on a single leg, drive right through it.
If he finishes that, it's green light day, because that setup was maybe like a 3 out of 5, I'd say.
He sort of powered through him there, powered through the hips, put him right down.
Good head position.
When you see how stretched out Cole Jackson is down there, hard to get away if you're stretched out.
Looks to sit out and then gets planted right back down.
Good job getting his knees underneath him again, looking to fight the hands.
You know, it's interesting here at Burnham. They show up late. They show up though. they are here. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the first. Wrestling from different levels, snap down, looking to get behind, and he will. There's another 3.
Nice go behind.
So we've seen 3 different styles of takedown here.
Yeah, Stanford Cardinals looking real offensive tonight.
12-3.
We've put double-digit points up in every match so far.
A major and a tech fall is how we get to this 9-0 score.
I like Duthie's attack stance tonight. He looks real good in that right-handed stance, changing levels, faking, being aggressive.
And we're up at heavyweight here before we turn over the lineup card, or I should say heavyweight with an asterisk. Nice shot.
Back that right-handed high crotch again. And he's got his 3. 15 seconds left in the period. He's going to do his best to keep him down.
And we've seen a litany of different looks for all of these takedowns. It's been a real wrestling connoisseurs type of match.
Luke could get the major, well, he's going to get the major, but he could get a tech fall here out of this match. A rolling half, they must be working on that in the room.
Yeah, I've seen a couple different guys work through that. Pretty good control on the crab ride.
Cole Jackson did a good job keeping his wrist away from him that time.
And
Luke chooses neutral.
not that it's particularly of relevance, but $1.29 in total riding time if you're scoring at home.
Well, a takedown would make it 18-4, 19-4 with riding time, so he's still got to get another point here to make it a tech fall because he won't get the riding time point until the end of the match.
He cut a little fast, and now...
Yeah, he sort of walked right back into that low single. He gave up 3. It might be the first takedown that Stanford's given up in the duel yet.
That's correct. Never a great sign if you're on the other side of that stat in match number 3.
Back to a 1 takedown match, make it a tech.
I mean,
same shot.
Suck back, there's the points. Yeah, giving up that takedown, you don't even really need to go
game.
Yep, that'll do it. So there's your tech. And Brumman, like I was saying, you don't even really need to go and watch the tape on the takedown that was given up there. It's more like, I walked into it. You know, everybody in Burnham Pavilion knew what happened there. Yeah, resounding win, though. Not going to harp on that.
Great win for Luke. 2
techs and a major for the Cardinals so far, and we'll turn over the lineup.
I think this is going to be the best match of tonight, this 125-pound match. Coda Holman, ranked number 18th in the country, versus Nico Provo, number 12. Nico had a huge win versus NC State, beating the defending national champion. Then he lost a couple matches, or lost a match in their Virginia trip this last weekend. So he's trying to get back and be consistent. Coaches are really high on Coda Holman.
I feel like we've been calling Nico's name since everyone wore small singlets. He's been around for a while.
Coach Sidoritas, super high on Coda. He's like, this guy can wrestle.
What a shot.
Nico blows through him on the first takedown. Nice double leg. He needs to do that more often.
Pretty unimpeded first takedown. Good sign for Nico Provo and the Cardinal.
Well, Nico's a big 125-pounder, and I think this is the best he's ever done with his weight control at the time he's been at Stanford.
The get up makes it 3-1 with 2:06 to go in the first.
Love his attack stance. When he's moving and faking, he's hard to beat.
So far, he's winning the grips battle. But plenty of quickness.
Nice shot by Coda.
Plenty of
Didn't get his hands locked.
Coda got his head stuffed, but he popped right back up like it was nothing. So didn't get punished there at all. Coda is fast.
He's a California kid out of Clovis. Coda's 15-4 this season. That's a really good record.
If you go to Clovis, are you allowed to not play football, not wrestle?
I think wrestling is their main thing.
It's in their blood.
Yeah. Nico's doing a great job controlling the mat, keeping his opponent's butt to the edge. Kota can't back out of bounds here. That's going to be a stalling call. So he's got to wrestle hard here on the edge. There's an attack. At least make it look good.
Under a minute to go here in the first. Yeah, he's going to get forced out here.
As long as he keeps wrestling, the referees won't penalize him. But if he backs away at all at this position, he's going to get a call for stalling.
Although, yeah, Provo, I mean, he just wants to make it freestyle scoring here and just push.
That's right. Nice shot. Great little ankle pick on the edge.
My goodness.
Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Kota got his hands locked in the crotch. Makes it a lot harder.
Now he's all stretched out, but what a work of art that shot was.
That was a great shot. He didn't have any real estate to work with, which is why he didn't finish that. Coach Hayden Hidlay telling him to push the pace.
The nice thing there is you can't really get scored on with that shot if you're Nico Provo. 11 seconds to go in the first. He's got the only takedown so far as he snaps the head down, and time bleeds out, and we head to the second.
Kota's not able to break the head-hands defense of Nico. He really can't get all the way in, or hasn't been able to yet.
A major decision and then a couple of techs is what brought us here to the top of the lineup card at 125, Holman and Provo. Kota maybe, dare I say it, maybe just a half tick faster, but it's been the Nico Provo show.
Well, Nico's so powerful. I noticed that neutral ride he gets on top. He kind of doesn't show left or right. He's kind of right behind the guy. It's a different look.
Poker face look. He's winning the grips game about 80% of the time is what it looks like.
Little eye poke inadvertent. No biggie.
Taxiing side to side. Kota going to all fours pretty often here in his offensive stance.
Oh, what a shot.
Pressure.
That's the power.
That's
the power. Great shot.
All forward motion for Nico Provo. 6-2 your score, minute 15 to go.
Kota came out of his stance slightly, and Nico caught the timing just right and blew right through him.
Low-level shot. High-level result.
Nico does well against these wrestlers that are just pure speed. Vincent Joseph, the wrestler from the national champion, defending national champion, kind of a small, undersized 125-pounder. Nico just kept everything in front of him and really did a great job in that match.
Would be interested to take inventory on what Nico walks around at, because he looks like he's just bodying the 125-pound division.
He's real big for that weight class. I mean, when you watch him and Tyler Knox roll, you can't really tell which one is the 25-pounder. And Tyler's a tall 133-pounder.
Both these guys with kind of the wider stance, mixing defense with offense. 6-3 our score, 28 seconds to go in the second period. Kota hasn't really shot himself.
No, like I said, he's not able to break Nico's defense. And right now he's using his offense as his best defense, his fakes, his pressure, his head position.
Tries to get a swing single, now he's back up. Nico Provo flat-footed for a second, and we'll head to the third. He leads by 3.
Yeah, he was watching the clock there. He knew there was short time in the period. Love to see these guys go down as much as you can before you get to the conference tournament. It's all practice.
Hand post for Provo. He's going to get out of this.
Not much effort to try to keep him down.
Yeah, 52 seconds is the riding time tally right now for Nico.
You can see how talented Kota is. He's just dealing with got a big task in front of him in Nico Provo. He's so strong, so tough. Nico's really wrestling locked in tonight.
He's very fast, but then he's got to deal with these Nico Provo tie-ups where the elbows are tight and just it's like error-free wrestling.
Well, once he knew he could blow through him like that, he just there's no stopping him.
That was off a reshot, too.
Yeah, he knows when he grabs his legs, he can suck him up and drive through.
I mean, credit to Kota had to do something.
When you take a guy down like that, it just does so much for your confidence.
Holman building back up from the bottom, 10-3 your score currently as we get down to a minute to go in the match.
Got 1:12 of riding time. He's looking for potentially a tech fall here.
It was relatively close entering the third. Kota Holman a little bit went for broke there.
You know, Nico's not known for really separating the scores, right? He's more of like an 8-4 guy, 9-3. Let's see if he pushes the pace here this last 50 seconds.
Right, he hasn't really done anything in the vicinity of looking for a turn on top.
No, that's not his game. He spends most of the match on his feet. But he's shutting down all that offense from Kota.
Big takedown guy, and then he faked like he was going to try to turn the corner and then just reset.
You can tell Kota's got a lot of offense.
Yep.
He just can't hit any of it on Nico.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to redirect shots like a crossover dribble almost, but the speed is just nullified by losing the hand fighting and relatively error-free wrestling so far from Provo.
Good analogy. You can see him feinting and trying to get into a misdirection. He's not going for it.
Brahman, that was about as close as he's gotten.
Yeah. Don't give it up. Oh, a little leg trip. He gives up the takedown on the edge.
I think Nico was looking for almost like a leg scissor.
Well, this is back in his wheelhouse, 11-7.
Yeah,
not separating the score, but he's winning convincingly.
As if you willed it to be so. Yeah, that's a moment where maybe you would watch that on film, Brahman, is that little almost like leg scissor. He didn't have to do that.
No. Well, he was trying to trip him with his foot, which is actually a semi-illegal cutback.
Yeah.
If you do it from your feet, if you do it slick and you're down on the mat and you're able just to trip the guy without putting him in danger of hurting him, then they'll let it go.
I mean, it was pretty good awareness insofar as he could have turned this match into something other than just the regular decision.
Nice shot. Okay, here we go. Tyler Knox, All-American, Midlands champion, 133 for the Cardinal, versus Anthony Lucio. He's a redshirt freshman from Chino, California. 0-5 this year, Lucio is. He's a new starter in the Cal Poly lineup.
Lucio beat the step-over attempt, and now we're in kind of a stalemate range.
The referee was counting danger rule. Now, these are pretty common positions for Tyler Knox. The coaches are wanting him to finish faster and not scramble quite as much. They don't want to take away from his talent and the way he chooses to wrestle, but they do want him to finish cleaner and wrestle a little less. Oh, that was nice. Got to get up, got to wrestle.
This has been
did a great job getting back into a high crotch there. This is his position. He loves that crackdown high crotch.
Elevates it. Watching, we're over a minute in, and both guys are kind of just pretzeling back and forth, and there's the first
nice
takedown.
Finish. See a lot of scrambling, locking in the crotch from the Cal Poly wrestlers. Assistant coach Chris Chianuma, I think he's pretty good in those positions. Chianuma wrestled for the Cowboys, Oklahoma State Cowboys. Great addition to their coaching staff. He's been with Coach Sidoritas for some time now.
There's some back points. The first of the evening, as Knox is just, you mentioned it, Brahman. This is like his hangout position. Wow, and he might get a stop here.
Yeah, he's going to pin him.
Yep.
Nice job.
Cupped the elbow and everything. Very chill endeavor.
Probably still not the performance that Tyler wanted because he did all that scrambling. He wants to try to get to his shots. Actually worked out with Tyler a little bit myself this week. We worked on outside step, high crotch, and turn in the corner. He knows what he needs to do. Okay, we're up at 141. Alec Van Beber, redshirt freshman for Cal Poly, versus Adam Matten. Matten is, we haven't seen him in the lineup too much this year. He's in for Jack Consiglio. Jack's a little banged up after the Virginia weekend.
23-0 is the dual score. And few and far between have been takedowns for Cal Poly.
Van Beber on the leg first. He gets, that looked like 3.
They're calling for 3.
That looked like 3 to me.
Yep, there it is.
Van Beber, also a California kid from Kingsburg. Really strong mat wrestler. Ooh, nice mat return there.
Very, almost with ease, mat return. And Brahman, you see some guys, especially as you go up in weight, you see guys really elevate high. That was like a mid or even low level, just to mix up the timing. And I feel like when you're at the edge of the circle, you really don't want to elevate a guy too high. You might lose control of him.
Yes and no. He did a good job putting his hips down. He didn't just let the guy go into a roll or take him towards his shoulder. He actually brought him down and helped gravity and brought his hips down as well.
Yeah, fair point there. 2 minutes to go here in the first. This may be the most evenly contested matchup, best for Cal Poly so far that we've seen.
Well, and I would also add that Adam Matten, he's not a big 141-pounder. I believe he came into the program as a 125-pounder. Also pretty young, freshman.
Speaks well to the strength and conditioning program. .130 left in the first. And another very clean mat return, similar style. 3 on the board for Cal Poly here.
Well, this is Van Beber's strongest position, is on top.
Neither one of these guys looks huge for 141.
Jack Consiglio, he had a great weekend. He went 2-0 out there versus Virginia and Virginia Tech this weekend. Last weekend. I think he banged up his knee a little bit, so back to that load management idea. Coaches want to have him fresh for March. Using that spiral ride. Lots of heavy pressure forward. Looks like he might want to stick his leg in. There he goes. He's got that ankle ride. Adam needs to fight with his back and straighten up his back and his head and slide his knee out. Now he's on his feet. Kind of a quad pod up.
Consiglio pretty much in the driver's seat to my eye.
Van Beber.
Oh, sorry.
And Van Beber just got called for stalling there on top.
I don't know if he was kind of just surfing.
I mean, he's doing a good job trying to hold the guy down. That call could have went, could have been a non-call, but the referee's trying to initiate action.
With now 25 seconds to go. Yeah, Van Beber kind of switching sides when he wants and switching grips and doesn't seem all that concerned with his mat return game. It's been 3 for 3 in that regard.
Well, he's also pretty long for the 141 weight class too, so he's able to get a claw ride and ride the ankle at the same time. Short guys can't do that.
Yeah, from all different angles, he creates that kind of ankle to ankle and is in control. 15 seconds to go here.
2.5 minutes of riding time already.
Well, it's hard to ask for more than that.
Matten's head just dropped to the mat.
By definition, when you've got this much riding time after one period, the score is actually closer than you'd think. Because you couldn't have let people up and taken them down.
And no back points. He really didn't come close to putting him on his back. So he's just riding right now.
Didn't give up a single stand-up getaway.
Van Beber going down. He's going to get out here. Doing a good job staying on his feet.
He beat the hands.
Matten brought him right back down. It is the responsibility of the top man to return the man if he gets to his feet. Typically, the referees give him about 5 seconds before they call you for stalling as a top man. Both of these guys doing the mat wrestling game.
Yeah, tight on top, but again, that riding time is quite a chunk here in favor of Cal Poly. $156 to be exact, with 1:22 still left to go second stanza.
Cal Poly coaches telling him to peel the hands, get to your feet. He's out.
First points in a while there with the getaway.
Let's see what kind of offense Matten has here. Both of these guys are long. They seem like more counter-type wrestlers, not volume shooters. In an over-under position here.
Didn't like the short underhook. 35 seconds to go here in the second.
Neither one of these guys real physical either. You know, they're kind of just standing around looking at each other. I'd like to see Matten get in and be a little more physical in the tie.
Yeah, you've seen scrappier matches, I promise you.
So he got a little finger lock on that single leg and came up to his feet. That was nice.
Strong whizzer.
Oh. Little sloppy on the finish. Matten was able to throw that whizzer in and knock him to his face. He might get out of this with no takedown. That whizzer saved him.
It's about as deep of a whizzer as you can get. He'd take that whizzer home with him.
If Alec Van Beber had been a little bit more patient with that single leg, it was nice how he stood up with that leg with just a finger lock. His arms were long, but he was able to pick him up anyways. Back in that over-under position, I think Van Beber likes that.
4 points the difference to start the third. They start neutral.
Back down to wrestling on a knee, almost like a little leg hook. Oh, wow. Oh, stick it. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. He looked like he just stopped wrestling.
Hurt.
He just stopped.
Yeah, he's got to be hurt.
He just stopped. That's a pinfall.
Yeah, he's got to be hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Oh, his ankle's hurt pretty bad.
It's the only way. The coaching staff came over saying, yeah, he's got to be hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see a guy get pancaked.
Cerritos is not happy about the ref letting that happen.
Yeah.
Like, you should have stopped that match. You got to protect my athletes. I don't blame him.
Yeah. He was in his ear even 10 seconds before that.
I don't blame him. He's hot. Yeah, I mean, you could tell that he was injured by the way he stopped
he got
fighting.
Pancaked. You never see that.
Well, he just stopped fighting.
Right, yeah.
And, you know, if you're winning a match like that, you don't just stop fighting.
And you said it right when it happened, and then maybe the match ended 10 seconds later. You know, sometimes when a guy gets injured.
Well, he had him on his back in a pin position for a while before the referee actually called the pin.
Right. So, I mean, you don't want to be too critical, but you also understand the frustration.
Yeah. Cerritos is hot. He's able to walk off the mat, so hopefully it's not broken.
And there's so much adrenaline still. It might well be.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine it's not broken.
We hate to see that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 149. Crowd favorite, Aiden Valencia. Aiden's had a tough go of it lately. Really an outstanding young freshman, a leader on the team. He lost a close match to the NC State wrestler who was ranked just below him. That was a great match. And then he lost again to the VTech wrestler, 2-1 in a really close match. Coach is talking about he's got to find his right level of arousal before he steps out on the mat. Either he goes out and he's like a 10 and too intense, or he tries to be patient and is a little not intense enough. Got a wrestle there. Good split. Andre Gonzalez, Poway, Cal Poly. Great job controlling that wrist. He's hoping for a stalemate at this point. That referee's going to let him work. Aiden's got to stand up with the leg. Got to stand up with the leg. Incredible flexibility here by Andre Gonzalez.
So far, Stanford pitching a shutout, 29 points on the board in the duel.
Gonzalez is a savvy vet. He's a transfer from Ohio State. So he's had some great coaching. He's wrestled in the Big Ten.
Valencia's done everything except turn this into a takedown. There it finally is.
And when he bailed, he gave up both ankles.
That felt like it was 90% of a takedown for about 30 seconds.
Well, that's the best thing about Aiden Valencia is that he's just so competitive. And he wrestles so hard.
Yeah, that sequence was maybe 5 different looks at what looked like a sure takedown, and finally he gets it. Had to elevate the leg, and now they're on the edge.
Well, those are the positions that Aiden can continue to improve at. He can continue to improve his finishing skills and his positioning skills to go along with his intensity and his competitive spirit. He almost reminds me of a Spencer Lee, where he just wrestles so hard all the time.
Right, the Spencer Lee instructionals famously are basically just like wrestle harder. This is how you do this movement, but do it hard.
Well, like Spencer Lee, he's extremely strong for his weight class.
Yep. Good. I like that comparison a lot. That's a comparison
Nice
that
shot.
I can't unsee. Look at
Wow. That shot of the duel right there.
Flips
Clean
the
double leg,
legs through, yeah.
right off his feet. Just like Nico, he needs to do that more. Hit that shot more.
Not even the idea of a sprawl on that shot. That was so clean.
The timing was there. He blew him right off his feet.
There's your instructional that's more, X's and O's, if you will. That takedown right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, these guys have great experience on both sides. Aiden was on so many age-level national teams for USA Wrestling. He's won everything.
And he's got a half dozen points and 1 minute, 9 seconds of riding time here to enter the second.
Competing at the senior level while he was in high school still.
Wow.
I like this. Aiden's going down again, where he could have easily chose neutral, being up 6-1. All these guys need more practice off bottom before the national tournament, before the conference tournament.
Get the reps in, because you're going to have those tight matchups where you need that 1 point. And he gets it. Didn't take long either. Still over 1 minute of riding time.
You can see the California flavor in both these guys.
Real flowy feel here in this match.
Yeah, Gonzalez is good.
Yeah. Oh, there's a deep shot from Gonzalez. Valencia's going to beat it, it looks
so
like.
So strong. Okay, he's digging in that arm there. He's trying to separate him off his legs. He's got that foot trapped.
I mean, demoralizing to not finish this shot, because that was pretty deep.
It looked like he could get to a near side cradle if he wanted to. Let's see. Gonzalez is so flexible. He seems like to have no fear in those positions where his legs are split. He needs to pick that foot up. Pick the foot up off the mat. He needs to pick it up. As long as Gonzalez keeps his foot on the mat, he can still leverage and wrestle. Now he's got starting to pick it up. Now he's using his funky knee. I'd stand all the way up with that. Look at that split. What a...
Yeah.
Great defense.
Not
Great defense. Oh.
not skipping any days in the gym or in the gymnasium. But eventually, the Valencia takedown does come to fruition.
And he's able to solve that problem of the splits.
As Mitch Clark famously said, I shoot, I score. He shoots, I score. And that's what that was.
I think he took that from Dan Gable.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I attribute it to me after that.
I think I said that.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky said by me. That's how quotes work from him.
Well done. Well done. You're a professional. Gonzalez has got his head on the mat. Aiden trying to influence the ref there a little bit.
That's some clock awareness. That was a little bit of showmanship, almost as if to show your own coaching staff, hey, I know how much time there is left in this. Looking directly at a head coach while you do that.
So Aiden wants to let him go and get another one here. He's going to intentional release. Aiden's mom and dad there, Matt's side. Aiden's dad, Joel Valencia. Big influence on his life.
Kind of a showy demeanor here from Valencia. He's talking.
He's got a sister that wrestles for the University of Iowa. Also a super stud. Ooh, they're wrestling hard. Gonzalez makes it a little bit too easy to grab his feet underneath like that. He lets his position get compromised. Well, this is a heck of a test versus Aiden Valencia, but he can choose to do something different in that position if he wants to.
Yeah, Valencia just kind of extended and then taxied his way around, and now it's 13-2.
Well, that's kind of been a theme here tonight is the Cal Poly wrestlers have not been able to really penetrate on the Stanford wrestlers and really get to any decent leg attacks. They're not able to get their hands locked. They're not able to get their head up.
So that last match,
looking tough tonight.
That last match, I mean, Stanford maybe caught a little bit of a break with an injury, but they are so far firmly in cruise control. 40 seconds to go here in this one. 29-0 is the dual score.
Yeah, that last match, probably would have went the other way had the wrestler not got hurt. And then that's 16 points, too, for the Cardinal. So it even widens this gap. Makes it look a little bit more lopsided than it actually is. Choosing neutral again.
39 seconds left.
Aiden wants to run this guy out of the gym.
Looking for one more takedown.
Well, the outside step attempt, the snap, great reshot.
Oh, man. That shot started in the parking lot.
I love when he wrestles like this. Got to drive him off of that. That's 3. What are you looking at? That's 3.
Bench is calling for it. There it is. With 16 seconds left to go.
So you don't want to get rolled here. Well, now he's calling potentially dangerous.
That was the most cautionary, potentially dangerous you're going to see. Back to neutral, 11 seconds left.
11 seconds left. You don't see that. That's not showing a lot of respect
That's
for your
opponent. That's a disrespectful choice.
And
oh, my goodness.
And he got it.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
Wow.
With
Dad's
3
happy.
seconds left.
Dad's happy.
Does the
samurai
sword.
sword. We need more of that in our
3 seconds
sport.
to go, yeah.
That's a good win.
That was fun.
That kid's tough.
He was talking the whole time, too.
That kid's been at Ohio State. He's been in the Big Ten. That's a good win.
Get off the schneid a little bit. Brahman, you mentioned some tough matchups with other ranked opponents, but that one gets him back into the flow of things.
34-0 is the team score. Wow.
Major decisions left
man.
and right.
All right, we got my guy up now,
Your
Daniel
boy.
Cardenas, redshirt junior, All-American, Pac-12 champion, team leader. Daniel's up against Jagger French, redshirt freshman from Cal Poly. Went to Loomis High School, or Del Oro High School in Loomis. 9-5 this season.
17 wins against 2 losses in duels for Cardenas so far. Been a heck of a career.
Yeah, he's the heart and soul of this wrestling team. And he
for
likes to lift.
Oh,
he
my
likes to get a big
goodness.
lift. Big lift. Daniel is so physical.
Just
So physical. Watching him and Aiden Valencia wrestle in the room is like, wow.
how did that even
Boom.
turn into points?
Boom.
My goodness.
Beating this guy up.
Wow.
Low single. This looks like a street fight.
There's attitude in this match. Still 2 minutes to go in the first. It's 9-2. And could you believe it? This one's going to be a quick one, perhaps.
Awesome.
Just one-way traffic.
Jagger French is gritty, though. He's a tough freshman. He's going to keep fighting.
No optional start here from Cardenas. He's going to ride on top.
Daniel not really known for being a pinner.
Maybe just getting a little bit of a look from behind French.
Nice little snap there with a reshot. Dragging that leg back in. He's going to pull him to the center. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, that's wild.
I got to ask him about that. That
That's
was hilarious.
absolutely wild. I've never seen. It was like a lumberjack
Yeah.
walk.
He was like, I'm walking to my
Yeah.
flight. Got a flight.
Yeah, exactly. Put the bag under the shoulder. Look away
That
from
was
your.
hilarious.
And looking away from your opponent, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's disobeying a stop sign,
The crowd is buzzing.
a rolling stop, if you will. Under a minute to go in the first, but it feels like we've been here for an eternity. It's 12-4.
I got to show that next week in the room. That's so cool.
Oh my goodness! Don't show any high schoolers that, please. For the love of all that is wrestling.
Well, Daniel he's getting a little wild now. Okay, there's that duck. Now he's back in his wheelhouse. Big lift, big lift. So 15-4. Almost got a minute of riding time. And we're still in the first period.
Back to
No,
back.
this is the second period?
Where are we at here? The first. Still the first. Doesn't it feel like the second? It feels
does
like the
feel-
third. It's 15-4.
Thought somebody went down.
And it's only a minute and 10 of riding time, which obviously that's a lot in a period, but it feels like it's been more because we've just watched an absolute track meet worth of takedowns here in the first.
Good job staying on your feet there.
I mean, Valencia before him and now Cardenas, they're having a showy performance. It's almost like Danny Cardenas is trying to one-up Valencia. At least to my eye, that's what it looks like. They put 2 on the clock in the second, and I don't think we're going to get out of the second if things continue as they've been, Brahman.
Well, conventional ride on the left side. He's hooking the shoulder. He's going to let him go.
Back to the center they go.
One more takedown will make it 18-5. Not enough for the tech yet. Needs 2 takedowns here.
Snap down.
He's great at grabbing that leg. He goes front headlock. This is almost like Big Ten offense.
Yep.
Run your hips back over the other way. Got to set him down on his butt. Great finish. 18-5. He needs 1 more takedown.
There's the cut. Minute 15 to go. The only thing in doubt here is the final score.
French is still moving forward.
Yeah, good learning opportunity for
Oh,
a guy like French. I mean,
definitely going to make him tougher.
Yep. You see a look like this, and it only helps you in the long run. Freshman year.
He needs to take 1 good solid attack. See if he can get a takedown on Daniel.
Yeah, go for broke. Yep.
What do you got to lose? Okay, Daniel in that front headlock. He's going to spin around and grab a leg. Oh, nice position. Now he's using all of his stuff.
I mean, that's just no real reason to go for that
Body
other than
lock.
to try it out. Danny Cardenas, to my eye, could have There it is. There's the three.
Yeah, well, he didn't want no part of that body lock, and Daniel's awesome in that position.
Yep.
Just sort of beat him up there.
A pair of
21-6 with riding time.
A pair of showmanship style matches for Stanford, and they've clipped off 39 points.
Yeah.
And they're in cruise control in the duel, having yet to lose one.
I love the fact that Daniel continues to push his own conditioning during every match, too. He's not just wrestling for this match, he's wrestling for March.
Yep.
Yeah, we got E.J. Parco for the Cardinal. Luke Gayer, also a California kid. Now, Luke Gayer is out of Pennsylvania, Bethlehem Catholic High School.
Frenetic pace to get this one started.
He's a transfer from Rutgers. Another Big Ten power. EJ's done a good job. He's just recently won the job at 165.
Double unders.
Hunter Garvin out of the lineup has really hurt our chances. Whoa,
Wow.
Wow, double unders, foot sweep.
That's
well done.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That was well done. Great technique.
Yeah, when you get double unders, you always want to make sure you do something with it, and that's about as high level as it gets.
EJ was at De La Salle, I believe, before he transferred to Los Gatos to finish his high school career.
Two schools that are relatively just down the street from us. Los Gatos being the closer of the two.
Looks like Cal Poly is starting to scoop up some of these wrestlers from other programs. I know that Cesar Garza started in another program. Luke Gayer, Rutgers transfer. Andre Gonzalez, Ohio State transfer.
Yeah, you know, Brahman, we talked about it. The age that you can be now as a collegiate wrestler is just totally foreign to people my age or yours.
Well, I think that we're going to be seeing the end of this pretty soon now that the COVID kids are going to be getting graduating finally. But NIL's changed everything for sure.
Right. Mentioned Nico Provo. I feel like I've been calling that name since wrestling was invented.
Well, Nico's had just the 4 or 5 years here. Well, no, he's a COVID kid too. No,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
Brahman, time moves slower for me. Minute 15 to go here in the first. 3 on the board for Stanford. It was that double unders takedown. A couple of nice mat returns here as they swirl out of bounds.
East Coast pedigree versus California depth.
Yeah, Cal Poly having a steady stream of California products, but then mixing in some transfer portal guys. I mean, it used to be just California guys at Cal Poly.
Right.
Way back when.
And it's mainly still California guys.
Yep.
You know, they've also been hit by the transfer portal too. They lost Chance Lamer to the Huskers, and lost Bernie Truax last year or the year before last to Penn State. So those both hurt the Cal Poly program quite a bit.
We talked about Penn State. I mean, if they want to, they can kind of just pick off the menu on the transfer portal.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is.
So you just end up with, I mean, especially with COVID, you just end up with a bunch of 25, 26-year-old guys who are 2-time All-Americans, and that's just your program.
Well, I think the best argument that coaches have against kids leaving for Penn State is like, how are you going to start there?
Yeah.
You're going to have so much competition. Do you want to sit behind 2-3 guys, only wrestle when you're a senior, or maybe never make the lineup, which is, you know,
you might
they got a backup room that could probably get third or fourth in the country.
Right. You could make more progress than any other time in your wrestling career because of who you're wrestling, and you could never once see a second on the mat.
There's something to be said for getting the best training possible, but these other schools have a lot to offer as well.
Yep. I, for one, would like a more competitive landscape, but I'll shelf that discussion for later.
Yeah.
2 minutes of riding time accrued. It was a good first period here for Stanford.
When you see Penn State beat the Iowa Hawkeyes, was 32-3.
Yeah, not close.
Like I don't know how good that is for wrestling. I mean, it's good for Penn State.
I mean, what they're doing is unprecedented.
EJ takes down in the second period, up 3-0 with 2 minutes of riding time. I always pay attention to the starting position of the bottom guy. So he's got his laces flat, which typically means he's not going to explode up. He's going to do some sort of grappling skill to get out.
Kind of a
Gayer didn't work too hard to try to keep him down.
windshield wipered the legs.
Let's see if EJ can score with a leg attack this time.
Leading by 4.
There's an attempt, a low double. Gayer using a belly whizzer to stop him. He's got to get his hips on top and get his leg back. EJ wants to hook that bottom leg. Like a bottom leg Turk. Oh, nice freestyle hold there. No control, no control. Both guys scrambling tough. These leg passes have become just such a part of the curriculum.
Wrestling on the edge.
He's got a cradle locked up, but Gayer's got his foot. No points, no points.
It's an interesting position, but fell victim to the edge of the mat there.
The Cardinal has such a great coaching staff. Each one of these guys brings something different to the staff. With Sean Gray, Coach Ayers, Coach Hidley, and Coach Bruckey. Quite a staff.
EJ went for that kind of mid-level shot like he talked about. 30 seconds to go here in the second. He leads by 4. Yeah.
Coach Gray's doing big stuff in the community with youth wrestling.
The only takedown we've seen was that kind of double underhooks whirling throw. Was a heck of a takedown.
That was a sweet, sweet foot sweep. Oh, nice pancake. Nice pancake.
Just turns the wheel.
Blew right through him.
And right at the end of the period. Creating some separation here at 7-0.
The Stanford strength and conditioning program's paying off. We look powerful tonight.
So with the riding time point almost sure to be added, you start to look at this as potentially maybe another possible major decision.
EJ going to give him the intentional release and go neutral. Here to start the third period, they're going to push for a major decision.
A couple of upper body takedowns is what got us to where we are, 7-1.
Gayer kind of stationary, doesn't move his feet that well. Not a lot of faking or motion.
Oh, EJ this time with the low shot.
You can tell he's a strong guy. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. What a scramble. Hard wrestling.
Wow. One of the better scrambles we've seen.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Parco felt like was maybe live to give up points there, but it was just scurrying around.
I think Gayer thought he was just going to stop at some point.
Yeah.
Just kept wrestling.
Like, hey, buddy, get off the hamster wheel here. Still 7-1, but it felt like points were deserved somewhere in there, but never actually happened. There's that deep underhook.
Between the two between the two Big Ten transfers that Cal Poly has, it doesn't look like these guys are taking it to the next level. It seems like maybe they've been used to losing, and so they don't necessarily believe in themselves.
Yeah, you always talked about that, how someone's head is facing down on the mat, they kind of get used to that. But if you're used to being on the top, you get used to that.
Well, I wrestled with a guy in college who was amazing in the practice room. He was a transfer from Minnesota and really couldn't win a match when he got out there.
Just a learned response.
So that happens.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Nice shot. Exploded. Really no setup there, just speed. And he's going to get that major decision. Gayer puts his head on the mat. And he's toast.
This is where this match will end. You can tell from the body language.
Okay. 9 matches down, 1 to go.
Parco gets the win. 43-0 is your dual score.
Wow.
Felt like this one flew by, Brahman. Only one left.
All right. Last match, Thor Guffey out of Boise, Idaho. Eagle High School. Not Thor Guffey, Colin Guffey. He's taking on Cash Stewart out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Cash is 9-11 on the season. He's got a physical, grinded out style.
Weirdly, there's a little bit of pressure if you're the last Cardinal wrestler and it's a 43-0. I mean, to my eye, it's at least the way I think about it, the pressure actually belongs to the guy who's trying to complete the perfect game.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is definitely going to be a blue-collar match. Both of these guys are grinded out type of competitors. Long bodies, not a whole lot of quick twitch.
Battle of attrition.
But good positions.
Potentially is what we'll see here with now 1:55 to go in the first.
See, Cash has got his left knee pretty heavily bandaged up.
It used to be the case, Brahman, that guys would just tape up both sides so as to not give it away, so to speak.
I remember those days.
Yeah, well, now everything's potentially dangerous, so you don't have to worry. I kid.
Guffey was into a seatbelt position. Now he's coming to like a high underhook and giving Stewart the whizzer. Both guys have their head down. Stewart wants to elevate him. He's trying to maybe do a roll here, like a whirly bird, we used to call it. Now he's into a leg pass. Again, Colin's got to get his head back up. He's going to finish this. This is going to be a stalemate as long as he keeps that ankle.
Trading the shoelace grips. Kind of a cool position nonetheless.
I feel like this ref is a little bit quicker to call these stalemates in these precarious positions just because of what happened in the
fair point.
The 41-pound match.
Yeah, an injury that maybe was a little late on the whistle on the pin. And I'm not being critical. Maybe.
No.
It always feels worse when you're on the wrong side of that.
Okay, a little slap setup. Sort of a drop-in low single. Cash Stewart's got a good stance. I like his position on his feet. He looks like he could go ahead and take a good shot. Both guys got to do a little bit better job opening their opponent up to create more scoring opportunities. Double unders. Again, we're back on the edge of the mat. Both guys have to wrestle tough here. Colin cannot back out of bounds without giving up a stalling call.
Well, that was the first of, I think that was the very first period that we've had all night where no points were scored.
That's right. We've had a lot of points tonight.
This is trench warfare, and it's the first time we've really seen this style of match this evening. It's the nightcap, as Stanford will choose bottom.
Got that neck pinch. He's switching to a leg in on the right side. Colin did a good job catching that ankle, but he's pulling it to him instead of pushing it away. Now he got the leg in tough. Crossbody ride. He's anchored in on the ankle. He's trying to get an overbar on that left side. See how long the referee will let him stay here.
Creeping towards a minute of riding time here.
I mean, the top man doesn't have to do much.
And as such, Brahman, he's not doing much.
He's going to get his riding time.
Yep, he's up over a minute now.
We knew this wasn't going to be a score fest.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got no points here, and under a minute to go in the second.
Duffy got his leg out. All right.
There he's up, but he's going to have to stay tough on top for at least 13 seconds to start the next period. 40 seconds left to go here in the second.
He needs to get a takedown. Looks like Cash Stewart's content to just fake and stay outside and sort of look busy.
Yeah, they're at the center of the block S here, but neither guy is moving forward with any alacrity. 5 seconds to go here in the second.
But when they take the attack hand to the collar and then they just hold the head, they're basically taking themselves out of their own offense.
So, situation here is you got to play tough on top for at
Chris,
least.
you called it. Let's see if he can hold him down for at least 14 seconds to take the riding time off.
Right.
Which would make this a tie score.
Quick tripod.
He's just looking for
105.
5 more seconds. They'll stay behind him.
103.
He could give up a stalling call here too.
And that erases the riding time, but he could have worse problems. And
can't make a mistake like that. That was just a mistake. Got a little sloppy trying to hold him down. He would have been better off just letting him go and not getting the riding time and then try to get a takedown.
Yeah. And now it's over a minute of riding time, but not the way we would have expected.
He's still in this match. Stewart's not going to be able to ride him the whole time. I don't think. Unless he gets that leg in.
Looking to connect the hands.
See, he's got to push that foot away. He's pulling it to him, which just sometimes makes the hips sink in tighter. Good job escaping. He was able to push it off of his hip and get his hips away.
Tied at 2, but Stanford has a riding time problem with a minute to go.
Nice reshot by Stewart. That was workmanlike. Well done. He's still got that whizzer in, but the points have been given.
Yeah,
you should let go of that whizzer before you go to your back. Don't go to your back. Cash doing a good job driving the weight back forward. Collins got his face on the mat, but he's got a hold of that ankle. That's what he didn't want to do, was back straight out of bounds, because now he's back down.
Right. It was kind of an unsettled situation, and given the score, you really want to capitalize on
Absolutely. He could have just turned in.
Yep.
He could have got a takedown there himself.
Yep.
Only one takedown in this match so far.
Yeah, crazy
leg
to
in.
think of that.
Keeps going back to that right side leg in.
You're talking about, Brahman, the urge to pull the leg to you is just not done.
Right. Oh, wow, that was a nice scramble. He's got to get a takedown here.
15 seconds to go.
Even a takedown wouldn't win the match at this point.
Yeah, with the riding time well up over 2 minutes.
But that's the first victory for the Cal Poly Mustangs.
Yeah. They avoid the shutout. And this was a fun one. This 43-3, your final score. Stanford put on really a real show.
Yeah, they put on a great performance. They're peaking at the right time.
So into the penultimate month of the season they go here in February. Most of the schedule is behind us, and what's up next?
Absolutely. Well, the next one is another home duel on the 15th versus Pittsburgh. That's the last home duel of the year. And then they go to North Carolina to face our old friend Rob Cole. That'll be a good one, too. Rob's got a young team, but that's always going to be competitive between Stanford and North Carolina now. And then we have the ACC Championship starting on the 8th of March. So we're almost there.
That was a lot of fun. So other parts of this duel that stand out to you before we take off?
Well, Daniel Cardenas wrestled excellent. I think Nico Provo really wrestled, but he probably had the toughest test of the night, and he passed the test with flying colors. Wrestled kind of a typical Nico match. We don't want to see him give up that last takedown, but he still dominated. It was nice to see Aiden get out and get the monkey off of his back and get a win in the fashion that he did. And I think guys like Abe Wojciechowski, that's a huge win for him as well.
Yeah. So if you were to dissect this one with the coaching staff, I think it'd be a lot of good news and very little bad. So 43-3, our final. Any final thoughts?
No, I thought they looked great. I can't wait to see them in another 2 weeks to see how they look, if they've made any adjustments. Hey, go Cardinal.
Yeah. Well, for Brahmin Creighton, my name is Chris Fitzgerald. I got to join the Hall of Famer for the first time in a couple of years. I had fun.
It was great.
Brahmin.
Hopefully we get you back on the 15th.
The pleasure was mine, and for everyone here at Burnham Pavilion, the staff, the coaches, the wrestlers, and the fans, we say so long from Palo Alto.